Alright, well my name's Abel, I play bass.
My name is Miguel and I play guitar.
I'm Bosco, I play drums.
Well, you guys,
We've been friends since high school, me and Miguel, and then we met Abel at Miguel's sister's party.
House party.
yeah, she had just moved into a new place by Sunset. We met, we all
kind of knew that we were
jammed.
musicians because my sister kept telling Abel that we were all musicians.
Yeah,
So we
you
all
guys should
kinda-
jam out, you guys should jam out, you know. And one thing led to another, and we all just kind of had this good little musical connection. So we just kept it going, kept practicing. We started out at this guy's house.
we were playing above an elderly couple's apartment.
Yeah.
And we couldn't play too late.
We couldn't play too loud either, so that was the breaking point.
Yeah, that's what brought us here
Yeah.
to our lovely unit. And the name Wildbirdz, we were just kind of, racking our brains trying to think of something, first we'd think of something kind of strong, sort of powerful, but not too over the top, I guess. So we made this one song called The Wild Bird, and I don't know, we just kind of liked the beat of it. We thought, hey, Wild Bird, Wild Birds, that sounds pretty good. So we just kind of stuck with that, and it's been rolling ever since.
People seem to like it.
Yeah, I love it.
People respond well to it.
It's a good name.
Well,
Selectively.
Me and Bosco, we grew up together, basically teaching each other how to play music, and I think it's always been like a really punk jazz rock that we've always kind of like done and kind of we perfected, but like I don't know how to read music. I don't know. Do you know how to read music?
I
I
used
know
to.
he plays harmonica, and he does play some guitar. But I'm just saying that we learn from each other, so I guess, I think it's just like spontaneous.
Yeah, I mean, it's all like, no one comes down with like written material or anything. It's more like, someone may have come up with a riff or a beat or a bass line, and we work on it from there. We just jam it out. We're slowly getting into the, like someone thinks of something beforehand, and then someone will play it for the rest of us,
Yeah.
and then we'll agree or disagree on it.
I mean, it seems like we're trying to get a little more structure in there, but
It's a slow process
Yeah,
as
but
far as the
it's-
structure is concerned.
it's good the way we're doing it so far. I mean,
It's working.
we're comfortable with it. That's the way we write music. That's the way music comes out of us. So,
We have many riffs.
yeah, we got tapes and
We
tapes
got
of
tapes.
random stuff.
Other tapes. We got shit of the tapes. It's just
I mean, we
riffs
probably,
and ideas.
since we've been together, we probably jammed out like over 100 songs.
Yeah.
hours.
It may not be complete, but they could be songs.
Yeah. We're just too lazy to backlog.
Plus, who uses cassettes these days?
But if we really like an idea, I guess it'll be thrown into the set, and then we'll forge it in the fires of playing a live set. I think all our songs have been refined live and through rehearsal, because we rehearse a lot. But I think live is where you really put all the components together and see if it really works. It's like a bomb.
Yeah, and playing live, it seems like we're still getting used to the, being adjusted to a sound system also. And,
Or a sound guy.
and yeah, also, meeting sound engineers and mixers, it's always a different experience each show, Sometimes it'll be a good night and it'll be a nice solid sound. The place has a good, good bounce or whatever, and even the sound guy, like, he'll work with you well, but sometimes we've been guinea pigs, and there's nothing wrong with that. Be the first band to play, I guess, but it's been good being adjusted to that too as well. So that's always fun.
I mean, here's the thing about El Paso. When you search El Paso on YouTube, you know, at the drive-in doesn't really come up first. You know what comes up first? Marty Robbins, fucking.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, what was that fucking song?
Out on the west.
Six's Town. Like, that's pretty lame. Cause
That's a classic.
that just kind of represents El Paso. It's like it's always trying to be something that it's not, or it's represented in a weird way, according to somebody else. It's not really part of the culture.
Have you been to that bar that they made that song after? It's on the west side.
Rosas,
Oh yeah,
Cantina.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Rosa's
I've been there. It's like a biker bar.
Really?
Yeah.
We're not doing commercials, guys.
Rosas Cantina.
I mean, El Paso, it's home. I mean, I love it. It's a great place to live, but it seems like it's kind of always, I guess, always behind, you know, the bigger cities. We're always behind, you know. We get great acts and bands, but maybe a few years after they came out with their album, or, you know, all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, they're coming? Didn't know that. But there's always music going on here. It seems like it's growing a lot as far as music, but as far as getting out musically, it's a little tough.
It's weird because as we book more shows, it's really been done through Facebook. But then, like, you know, you do your research, and everybody does their research on whatever they're working on, right? And so, you know, you just come across shit like there's so many people that book bands in El Paso, and there's so many self-promoters and people that promote other people, and it's like we're just really what we're doing is it's kind of like everything's in house, and we're trying to keep it in house because that phrase "too many cooks in the too many hands in the pot" is kind of right. So we try to keep it simple, but since we keep it so simple, people kind of like. Since we're not coming in with a promoter guy, you know what I
I
mean?
guess we don't get taken as serious.
Yeah.
You know, we're just another garage band, you know.
But hell, I'll write a better email than you can
A
think
piece
of.
of my mind, I will.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, we just try to keep it in house, and so far it's
Yeah.
worked. But it's when it's more grassroots, it's slower, which is fine.
Yeah. And I'm sure we're not the only band, you know, that feels this way. There's probably, you know, some other band out there, you know, trying to play shows like hell and, you know, going through the same struggles, but we're just, I guess, taking our own little highway to wherever we can, you know, get our name out there and have tons of people
Yeah.
listen to our music and love it, you know.
I mean, a lot of it's economics. Like, you know, this is a blue collar podunk town. You know, like there's no trust fund babies out there in the music scene. You know, like paying to see shows. It's just, you know,
People going out to have a good time, you know.
you know, people would rather go to a club, you know, dance music, whatever. And that's what's happening now here in this town.
Electronic music is hard.
If you go like other towns like Nashville or Austin or LA or New York, you know, there's a thriving music scene, a live music scene, and you just can't find that here. And that's one of the main difficulties, is that it's hard for a musician to live here in El Paso. A lot of prominent musicians came from here, but they sure as shit don't live here. So it's a hard act to follow here in El Paso. I like all music.
Cliche.
Yeah, I just like music. And then I guess what made me pick up a drum set was System of a Down, of all bands. And yeah, as far as influences go, like I said, I like everything. I'm biased to nobody.
Well, as far as influences, listen to a lot of Spoon, Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I mean, I'm open to everything, whatever sounds good. And the good thing is, like, this guy's always coming up with new tracks, new artists to listen to. So we kind of give ourselves influence as well. You know, some bands I never even heard of, he'll show me, and that'll give me an idea for a good beat or a nice bass riff. This guy will come out with some hot licks, show me some New York Dolls, or, you know, T-Rex.
Yeah, a lot of T-Rex.
Yeah.
I think I've always wanted to play rock and roll guitar ever since I heard Eddie Van Halen just play guitar. Ever since I heard Van Halen, I wanted to play guitar. And then I really got into Kiss, and when I fucking heard Ace Frehley, I was like, I really want to play guitar. And it's just...
And chicks like guitars.
Yeah.
Chicks like guitars.
Instruments.
It's true. But it's just the balls, you know, the power and the fury that you can get out of just a fucking amplifier, you know what I mean?
A little electricity.
A little electricity, a little wood, a little metal, and like you could just get this power that, you know, people will fucking stand in attention to and really like, you know, for maybe pay attention to and like it, but it's just like a force that you can kind of command, like rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
But yeah, Kiss, David Bowie,
Lou Reed.
a lot of Lou Reed, a lot of T-Rex,
Strokes.
a lot of Strokes.
Did I say Spoon already? Yeah. Can't forget Spoon, man.
Can't forget him. And they're from Austin too.
Yeah.
I guess
The list goes on and on.
it goes on, and we have all these influences. But I think in the end, it's just 3 boys making noise in their own garage in the middle of fucking nowhere. And
In the bunghole of Texas.
and I think that's something that we've always wanted since we were 13 years old. If I can see it for everybody.
Yeah, about that time.
I just did it for pussy. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, I don't know. I guess, you know, we really do appreciate, you know, all the venues that have had us out and, you know, let us jam out at their place. And we've had some people that, you know, come up to us after shows and they say, hey man, great show, it's good stuff. And even we feel like, ooh, you know, it was a little sloppy Joe that night, but people still seem to, you know, give a response, and that makes it all worthwhile for us, you know. So we really do want to appreciate all those fans who have heard us. And if you haven't checked us out, you can find us.
I'd like to thank all the barflies.
Yeah, the barflies are fun.
They'll dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
If it wasn't for depressed drunks, we probably wouldn't be playing.
We'd have no listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, depressed El Paso drunks. We appreciate it. We really do.
But yeah, and kids, if you're in a band, just keep at it.
And don't burn any bridges down.
And don't burn bridges.
And don't be a dick.
Be nice to everybody.
You gotta know the power of an email, how to conduct yourself electronically, you know, through exchanging messages and stuff. So
And don't be a diva.
Don't be a diva.
Don't prima donnas.
Don't berate the audience.
Don't berate other bands either.
Don't berate other bands. Just be cool with each other. I think that's
Because you guys we're all there doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
and that's what I've kind of like learned from this whole summer experience with these guys is you just gotta be cool and just be friends.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there's no, hey, first prize goes to, you know, we're all just, you know, getting off that stage, playing music, you know.
Sweaty.
Although we are going to be in Battle of Bands next month. That's the other case.
Well, that's different. That's a battle, damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
Rock and roll.
for where to check us out, you can find us on Facebook.
Wildbirdz.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, Wildbirdz with a Z.
So far we've pressed 10 EPs, handmade EPs,
Yeah.
on
And,
CD.
yeah, hopefully we'll have some more of those coming out at our future shows. so-
Containing pornographic material.
Yes, they are X-rated.
Smut.
So if you're a kid, we can't sell it to you.
Listener discretion advised. Yeah. But yeah. Thanks a lot. And Wildbirdz. Mm-hmm.
Later.